Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. The beer I'm drinking tonight, I only have because the average troll is a shadow dweller. No, he picked this up for me because he saw it at I'm gonna assume Premier Gourmet, since that's where he does most of his beer shopping. That's where I do my beer shopping when I cross the border too. But one of my viewers asked me to review this, and I said if I come across it, I will. Joe came across it, remembered that somebody asked me to review it, so he picked it up. This is the Decoction Concoction Lager from Saranac. So it says that it is a dry hopped lager. Okay, so I was just reading that. It says that it is hopped with traditional German hops. Sticklers for detail and suckers for a twist on tradition. Our family is relentlessly committed to brewing excellence. The result is the Saranac family of beers. Our founder... yeah, okay, that's just all the stuff about their founder. It's either 5 or 6% alcohol by volume. I'm blind. I can't tell the difference between a 5 and a 6 on a little tiny screen, especially when the text is one of those ones where the 5 almost touches. So it's I'm going to say 5. It might be a 6. Again, I'm blind. Yeah, so... Sorry, I was just trying to see if it said anything else worth even mentioning. It doesn't, though. So, let's try this. Now, going into it, I usually don't hate Saranac products. I usually just think they're all meh. Just meh. Why? Why drink them? Meh. There are a few exceptions to the meh rule, but for the most part, Saranac's a meh brewery for me. Great introduction to craft beer for people, though. Don't get me wrong, they have their place, they do a good job. It's not like they're making horrible beers. There are a few doozies in there, but every brewery has some doozies that you don't like. Even my favorite breweries make stuff I don't like. But that is something I like. Look at that beer. Beautiful off-white head. Beautiful reddish color. It is that reddish brown. It has that beautiful glow to it. Look at that beer. Look at that beer. Beautiful looking. Visual appeal, A+. Scent. It says it's dry hopped with traditional German hops, and you can tell that it's traditional German hops. It's very Germanesque, which basically means boring. I'm gonna get shot. No, German beer, really great for drinking. Really great for drinking. The only styles I really like, though, is like their Schwarzbier and their Roche beer and Box. I'm not a fan of the Pilsners. I'm not a fan of the Marzens all that much. I'm not a fan of Kolsch. I'm not a fan of the Bavarian wheat, which is the wheats without the adjuncts. It's just the German wheats. I don't care for that boring drink thousands style of beer. It does have its place, don't get me wrong, just not in my gullet. But yeah, lots of caramel, lots of just beautiful roastiness, and bit of grassiness. That's really what you're getting. Almost like a more roasty Pilsner is what I'm smelling. Let's try this. Cheers. Nothing, nothing. I was going to say nothing offensive, but nothing to make me care to drink it either. Little bit of a grassy hop bitterness emanating on the background. Little bit of a roasted sweet malt characteristic on the forefront. Bad beer? No, not a bad beer at all. Anything I care to drink? No. I actually would rather, if I was out at a bar and I had this sitting beside, say, I don't know, an MGD. I'm a big craft beer guy. I'd rather drink the MGD. Not enough flavor in this that if I'm going to a bar, I might as well pay the less money for the macro than this. 6 packs in the US. This is still a craft beer. You're looking at a little bit more than a macro company beer. Is it any better? You might as well buy just a regular macro Pilsner. You might as well buy Pilsner Urquell if this is the flavor you're looking for. Do I give it that its visual appeal is amazing? Yes, visually, this beer is great. Taste-wise, beer is just like any other Pilsner I've ever had. Grassy, earthy bitterness, very reminiscent of German hops. Just a slight malt profile on the forefront. Really, all you're really getting on this is the German hops, and because they're German hops, there's not much to them. A little touch of spiciness, a little touch of grassiness, a little touch of earthiness. Nothing else there. Nothing else there. Not a bad beer. I can see a lot of people enjoying this. Again, it's a great intro to craft beer. But if you're giving this to a macro beer drinker, yeah, he can probably drink this. But he's going to think, why? Why is there that much love for the craft beer industry when I have this macro Pilsner that tastes almost identical? That's going to be the only drawback on it. Looks better, tastes slightly better, but so slight that is it really worth it? Out of 10, give it a 6.75. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just will never pay money for it. I wouldn't want to drink this again if it was on my buck. If it was on somebody else's buck, again, no problem. I'm a 300-pound Irishman. I can drink almost anything you bring here. Well, Irish-Canadian. But, is it something I want? Not really. Is it something that's bad? Not really. You love this beer, you love this beer. That's fine and dandy for you. Where I am in my beer drinking, for the most part, I want something new or something I really enjoy. Those are the two things that are out there. In my fridge is completely filled with new beers or beers that I love. And that's it. I don't have time for this type of beer. I have time to try it the first time, but after that I have no time for it. There's no reason for me to drink it again. I can have the same taste in a lot of things. That being said, is it I gave it a meh score, but is it a meh beer from Saranac? No, they didn't do anything wrong with it. This actually works. This is proper. This is exactly what it should be for what it is, but it's just not for me. Thank you, guys. Bye.